Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another fragrance review. I actually had a lot of people wanting to hear some more about fragrances that I've picked up, and this one I know I had a lot of interest in. I was debating whether or not to do a dedicated, but here we are today, and I've been wearing this for a while and wanted to share my thoughts. So if you didn't already know, Glossier came to Sephora, both US and Canada. I thought, let's test out the Glossier You, because this is one of the most requested fragrances and recommended from you guys. You guys really wanted me to test this out. You thought I would absolutely love this fragrance. So I am so happy to finally have my hands on it and it be readily available at Sephora. And I figured, you know what, it's kind of a perfect time to do this review anyways, because Sephora is going to be having their spring sale, which starts April 14th for Rouge members. If you didn't know, it is coming up. So I figured, let's get this out now. If you want to purchase this during the sale after this review or not, depending on my review, then at least I have this up for you guys. I'll have the rest of the dates in the description box in case you want to reference this video and don't remember the dates. I'll have them down there for you. But we will be reviewing the Glossier You fragrance. This has been out for years now. It's actually gaining in popularity. As I was looking on Fragrantica, I can never say that, it's like a tongue twister for me. Anyways, this is getting more and more popular as the years go on and very trendy scent. Before we get into my review of this, I always like to break it down, the notes, what fragrance family this is in, and how this is actually described before I let you know how I describe it. First of all, this retails for $83 Canadian for 50 milliliters. The fragrance family is warm and spicy. Scent type is warm and sheer. Key notes are pink pepper, iris, and ambrox. Vegan, cruelty-free, layerable, woody and earthy scent, warm and spicy scent, a unisex genderless scent, and on Fragrantica, the notes say it's musk, powdery notes, and iris. And as I said earlier, this is growing in popularity since this has initially released. The fragrance description on Sephora is something that I do want to read. This is the ultimate personal fragrance. Pink pepper, the bright, sparkling, spicy top note, makes a good first impression. Then you smell the woodsy, slightly sweet heart of the scent that comes from the ambrette seeds alongside a creamy, musky, salty ambrox. It's balanced with iris root, a white floral for a powdery freshness. It melts into skin, smelling a little different on everyone. Mostly it smells like you, soft, warm, and familiar. The key to this description for me, from what I'm reading from reviews, is that this smells different on everyone. It is not one of those cookie cutter fragrances that generally smells the same, that you could walk into a room and be like, you're wearing this, I know you're wearing that. It's not one of those scents. This is going to smell different on everyone, which generally fragrance does, but for the most part, a lot of fragrances, I can tell if someone's wearing it, but this really adapts to the skin. I heard that it is pheromone based. That's just what I was reading from other reviews. And I thought this was really cool also about the bottle, which I want to read about. The bottle is an object d'art in its own right. It is crafted in-house at Glossier. It has the real thumbprint indent of the designer. So just like the scent, the bottle of Glossier You is unfinished. It needs you to hold it to complete it, which I thought was really cool. I just love how they describe it that way, because the bottle does have that thumb imprint and it really is nice to hold, the perfect placement for it if you're actually spraying this on you. It is the perfect place for my thumb. More about the fragrance. Glossier You isn't a scent you wear to become someone else. Rather, it's the ultimate personal fragrance that will transform and grow with you no matter where you're at in life. Glossier You is a skin enhancer that smells like you, soft, warm, and familiar, which to me, that sort of description is the ultimate, because that's what I want to smell like. Soft, warm, familiar, smell like myself. I want something unique to me, and I really love how this fragrance is kind of curated to that aspect, and it does smell different on everyone. So you're going to get a little bit different than what I'm going to say, but I just want to let you know what I kind of smell from this, how it wears, how it projects, and just my overall thought and opinion on this. We're going to spray it right now. On the website, it does tell you to spray it in the folds, like your elbows, just so that it wears longer and the heat of your body makes it project more. If you're typically someone who sprays it on your wrists, you might want to rethink that with this one and spray it on those places that will really help this wear longer, because number one thing for me, this isn't a long wearing scent. I read this wears moderately. I would say maybe a little less than what I consider to be a moderate wearing scent, because this for me is another skin scent. And I'm a huge fan of skin scents, but I feel like you need to know that going into this, which makes sense for Glossier You to be a skin scent, to be something that you're not going to be projecting a ton. It's just going to be close to the body. It's not going to have a huge scent bubble. It's going to sit lightly on the skin. So know that going in, you're not going to get this room-stopping fragrance, and that's not what I wanted. I knew exactly what I was getting into when I purchased this, and I feel like it truly fits the description. I wish this did wear a little bit longer on my skin, because midday, I personally don't smell it on me. I feel even bringing my arm up to my nose, like I can't smell it on me anymore. I don't mind reapplying it because I love the scent. And I know you guys know what I like, because my first spray of this, I knew I liked this. I think it's that pink pepper. I'm honestly really attracted to that. For me, I do notice the musky warmth on the skin. However, I do sense a lot of that iris. For me, this is quite floral. I know this is saying it's woody and earthy and warm and spicy. It gives me a warm white floral. That's really hard for me to say. Warm white floral. Warm white. Try saying that. It says it has powdery notes, and I'm typically not a fan of powdery fragrances, though this does have a little bit of that powdery quality, but not to the point of being soapy, dare I say that? The clean smell that I don't care for, like a baby powder scent. I don't like those at all. It's definitely nothing like that to me. This kind of reminds me of the Clean line. I think I saw people thought this was kind of familiar to Radiant Nectar, I believe. I have Sparkling Sugar, but I can definitely see how this kind of suits the clean fragrances. I feel like this would be one that I would find in their line. That's kind of how it smells to me. So if you really like the clean fragrances, you're gonna love Glossier You, because that's kind of how it wears on my skin. That's how much it projects. And that's just the scent family that I feel like it's in. So that's my biggest comparison, is for those clean scents. If you're familiar with the brand, I feel like that sits right in that family. The bottle is aesthetically pleasing. The scent matches the description for me. Though I do get a lot of the floral from this, I still feel like it is well described. You're getting exactly what it's saying. And at the end of the day, love the scent. Just wish it wore a little longer. Love how it adjusts on my skin. And I do smell the white floral, which I really, really love, especially it being warm and musky. It's so good. So thank you guys so much for the recommendation. I truly do love it. Though it's not a perfect fragrance for me because of the wear issue that I personally do have. I do wish it wore longer, but it's one that I've been reaching for often, and I can definitely see me repurchasing this scent. I don't feel like it's moved into my top 5 though. It's not that good to me. It's definitely a Cheryl scent. So you guys were correct in recommending this to me. So again, thank you for the recommendation. I hope this helps you out decide if this is something that you want to spend your money on. I know there is a solid, which maybe would help the wear, or maybe that one would last longer. If you've used the solid, I'd love to know, because that's something that I would definitely like to check out if that wore longer, because I would like a smaller size in this, because I think this is one of those ones that I do want to respray throughout the day. So for me personally, this would be good in a travel if I were to repurchase this again. So I would love to know about the solid. If you've used that, please let us know in the comments section below. So that's going to be it for this fragrance video. I hope you enjoyed my review on Glossier You, and thanks again for recommending it to me. If you've not already, I would absolutely love for you to subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button, the bell to be notified of all my future videos, and I will see you guys in my next one.